Good evening, beautiful spirits. It's Myron Magnus. In another segment, Pure Pugilism, Boxing Logic. Let's listen to this epic IFL TV interview of Dillian Whyte.
From then, they knew what was happening. We had to wait till the
It's a pretty good interview. I'm gonna get my breakdown analysis.
To the Wilder Fury fight to
A little
live
bit
a
more.
few.
Let's get it cracking. Miss y'all, as far as on the boxing tip. How y'all been? Good, good, good. One love, y'all, around the world.
You can catch this IFL TV, MTP Global. We're at the O2 Arena. Delighted to be joined.
Jacket. It looks nice, seriously. The short one's nice as well. The long one give you a bit too youthish. That's nice.
Thank you for that. Much appreciated. How are you?
I'm alright.
How was America?
It was alright. Very interesting, man. It was an eye opener. You know, it was an eye opener. It's an eye opener.
Can I be blunt and honest?
You going?
Were you out there whoring yourself to everyone?
No, I was wearing myself. Everyone was wearing this.
First of all, oh man, I love how you guys speak. I love how you guys, the shit talk, or how casual you guys talk to each other in the UK. I wish it was that freaking smooth over here in the US. Cats be in their feelings too often. But have you been whoring yourself out there? What's the name of that cat? He's funny dude. That shocked the shit out of me. I have watched this once already, and but when you watch something the first time, you always kind of miss out on something. So I was overhearing it, washing some dishes. Yeah, washing some dishes, old school, and then go and listen to it again with you guys. But that is hilarious. And he, you know, Dillian Whyte took that shit real smooth and shit. Like it was, like they have a good rapport with each other, a relationship, and he know this guy and they know each other. But that's funny as hell.
To me, you know, it's good to know your value and know where you're worth and see where people is approaching you. You know what I mean? And it's good to actually be there on the ground instead of things going for people and coming to you. You know, when someone say ABC to you, it's there and then, but it's not so I said A, you might win C. No, it's just bang, bang, bang. It's good. It's a very good trip.
Bang, bang, bang.
What was the main reason? It probably turned out to be a little bit of a different trip when you were out there because you probably.
No, it was.
But what was the main reason for you going out there in the first place? What was the reason?
Watch the fight. Listen to watch the fight.
No, I don't believe that. Come
Listen
on.
to watch the fight.
You went out there to watch Broner and Pacquiao.
Yeah, I want to see Pacquiao alive.
Why are you lying?
Why am I alive?
Who did you meet there?
I didn't meet with no one.
Showtime.
I met with everyone.
How?
Met with everyone.
You met with everyone?
Met with everyone. Everyone was lining up to meet with me in a row. Met with everyone. Everyone.
A lot of people picked up on a lot of comments that you made, especially when you were out in America, about you being a free agent. And we've kind of known the deal with you and Metro, fight by fight. We've known that. That's not kind of new information.
Yeah.
But
It's new to me.
To the Americans, it's new.
Yeah, okay, but they kind of recycled and put out that I'm a free agent, I can do what I want kind of thing. But
I can.
I know, but you obviously had your last 9 fights with
Lots of
Metro.
people thought I was signed to the zone. Lots of people thought I was a zone fighter, which I'm not.
Fair enough.
So that just opened up the floodgates. You know? Because people automatically assume that I was with the zone that I deal with. I was with Matchroom and I deal with the zone, which I don't. So that just opened up the floodgates and skyrocketed my value a lot.
If he was with the zone, he would get a lot more marketing, I believe. Do you think? If he was with the zone, he would perhaps get a lot more marketing. Without a doubt. Maybe, maybe not. Tell me what you think.
So, we talked to Eddie now, and he said that you used to have kind of had conversations and.
We had a conversation. I called him when I was in America. I said to him, "Relax, man. Why you panicking? I never told you I was leaving Matchroom. I called him and said, relax. You're moving."
And let me add, he would get more marketing definitely for the United States, and that could help his negotiation power, because then people can his people who do have the zone, his fights would be a quicker access to see and be available to them, and they could do more research and like, whoa, okay. And it's a laws of average. The more people you're in front of, the more people will like you. The more people also will not like you, but it's about getting yourself out there. And that's a real thing. I think he maybe should get on his own. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps. It depends.
You're erratic. You need to chill. You need to chill. I never said I'm not leaving Matchroom. I'm just seeing what's what. I spoke to everyone, but you never know. You know, I can't just close all the doors and keep the doors open, because you know, things happening. I'm changing. You know, these fights. I need to. You know, I've done everything I need to do to fight for a world title, and let's be honest, I ain't been delivered yet. So I have to look at my other options and see what's what, and that's what I've done.
Have you been approached at any point by Mr. Frank Warren?
You have not done everything you need to do to get a world title. Well, you have and you haven't. Again, you have to. Boxing world is a little different now than it was in previous eras. And right now, pardon me, you got to market yourself on, in my opinion, in various different lanes, various different markets. You got to make yourself more appealing to make yourself an overall bigger draw. So it's more money in the pot, and you can get more, a bigger piece of the pot and more share of the pot. And if you're not doing that, like Joshua is, or some other fighters, then you know you're shortcutting yourself. Plain and simple.
There's been a few messages. There's been a few messages from you know, via a few people and stuff. So yeah.
But you're currently, by the sounds of it, you're not kind of considering those options. You're happy where you are?
I'm considering every option.
Okay.
I'm considering every option. You know, I'm considering every option. But you know, me and Matchroom work good together. We do good business, but you know, this is business.
Talk to me about that interview you did on TalkSport.
Which one?
The one that you did in the TalkSport studio.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
You kind of...
Trainers is dead. dead, them banners dead.
The offer. And maybe we know a little bit too much of...
Deflection. That was deflection there.
Makes you think we know a little bit too much information about purses and offers and etc. etc. But what is coming across from you is that your bottom line not happy about what's being offered at the moment.
Right now, if you watch this video at this specific moment, if you watched it, Dillian Whyte body language is like this. And he's trying to anticipate the question is about to be asked him, and he's preparing to dance. He's preparing to dance. So let's hear it.
Don't fall is rubbish. The first, listen, we've been trying to make the fight from September. We've been trying to make the fight with Joshua from September. They had the date booked from then. They knew what was happening. We had to wait till after the Wilder Fury fight to see if Wilder was going to fight him, if Fury was going to fight him. They knew. We told him we wanted the fight. They made the first approach the 1st of January.
My question is, why did you make the offer when you knew they wanted a fight with either Wilder or Fury? That's my question. Why would you make the fight right then and there? I'll make your offer right then and there. When you said we knew, he just said we knew. So in my opinion, he made. You tell me what you think. He kind of told on himself. You made an offer to Joshua, or looking to fight him, when you know his team is looking to fight Fury or Wilder to become for an undisputed match. So if you're, in my opinion, you're just throwing that out there, playing games and stuff, just to say, yeah, we did it. Just to say you did it. Just to have your name out there. And let's continue. That's what he said.
By the 14th of January or something. That's rubbish. You can't make a fight at that magnitude at 12 weeks' notice. That makes no sense. You know, I won a 20-week drug test because I'm signed up to the VADA drug testing, clean boxing program. Joshua is not. You know, I would like him to be signed up to that if we're going to have the fight. You know, that's just one of my rules. And every fight I have, I pay my own money to VADA to do the random drug testing.
Okay, well, my question is right now, was that an issue with you for the first fight? You know, maybe he was still green in the game, or maybe he didn't know, I don't know, but you're not fighting for a WBC belt, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's VADA with WBC. And I don't think Anthony Joshua is pretty much concerned with the WBC silver belt, honestly. He wants the world belts. So, to me, that's dancing. To me. This is me.
I don't have to. I pay just to get the drug testing done. So I want him to be in the same program. And I want to train properly as well. You can't be away in Dubai training and expect to give me 12 weeks to get ready for a fight, and then you want to underpay me, and then you want the lion's share of the rematch. So imagine you underpay me, that's fine, I accepted the terms, but if I beat you, you want the lion.
My question is now, we don't know if he underpaid you because you will not say how much you were offered. Is that logical? He could say they underpaid him, but he's not going to say what they actually offered. Right? So let's see if he does ask or tells what he was offered, so we can say if you were underpaid or not. Come on, let's see.
Share and the rematch. What's the point? What fighter's gonna sign that? Imagine I say to you, I'm gonna give you £5 a fight if you beat me, and the fight generate 100 million. I'm gonna give you 2 million or 5 million. It makes no sense. It's nonsense. What am I fighting for? If I was wait, and then I went back to him and said, okay.
What is that?
Okay, he just did an exaggeration. He said in the fight make 100 million, he only getting 2 million, which is, I'm sure, is quite an exaggeration. It's just to get his point across. You know what I'm saying? But hold on.
Equivalent, what you think you're being offered?
That's not
Okay,
it.
right.
I went back to him and said, okay, I'll take what you're offering me, but with no rematch. And they said no. And they said, okay, tell you what, the deal you're giving me now on the first fight, if I beat you, I'll give you the same deal in the rematch. He said no. So that's why the fight's happening.
Am I right in saying that you've had from Maxim and Eddie 3 offers now?
2 or 3, I think so, yeah.
So the last offer, which Eddie Hearn said was an improvement, and there were figures being put out there.
It is a bit of an improvement, which is really childish and silly of Eddie Hearn to put figures out in the public domain. You don't do business like that, you know. I never discuss figures that's, you know, because I can discuss a lot of things and embarrass a lot of people, but I don't do that because I'm professional.
So where are you with this last?
Okay, so Eddie Hearn did put the figures out there. He just now did not deny or say the figures was wrong. So Eddie Hearn's putting the figures out there to put you on blast, in my opinion, like you saying, if you just saying like a minute ago, with your exaggeration of how much you was offered, 1 million, 2 million, Eddie Hearn put the actual figures out there. I haven't seen the figures, but I guess from your response right now, it seemed like, you know, you wasn't actually underpaid. Since he just said, you know, you shouldn't put figures out there, that's not professional, and all this and all that. You know what I mean? I'm a professional, I don't do that. You know, there's a lot of things that people do that aren't professional. And you got to speak to the people and deal with the people to understand the criteria for this person of being professional, the criteria of that person for being professional. And some things Dillian Whyte says and does, that's some other people might look at, that's not professional. And there's some things that Dillian Whyte see other people do, blase, blase, think that's not professional. You two need to talk and say, okay, look, we're not going to do this, we're not going to say this, and we're not going to say that, so that both of you are on the same page. Plain and simple.
Offer the last offer.
Me and Joshua,
okay.
Listen to me, fans. Me and Joshua will not be fighting April 13th under no circumstance. The fight's dead. It's like the war. It's fighting Miller in America and the zone in June. I go back and look at my interview when I won the fights as well. I already said from back then because that was the plan. I heard from a reasonable source that Eddie's under pressure from the zone to deliver Joshua in America.
Okay.
Because if you look, since he's been in the zone, what's the biggest fight he's made? Rocky Field and Canelo. The zone boss wouldn't be happy with that at all.
But he's also saying that he was quoted as saying that
See, that's my point. Look at the biggest fight that he made with Zone so far. Rocky Field and Canelo. The Zone boss would be mad with that so far. Some people might look at that as being unprofessional. Eddie Hearn might have said, like, you shouldn't have said that. But Dillian Whyte's mad at him for showing figures of what was offered to him, and he thinking that's unprofessional. Eddie could say, look, that was unprofessional, what you said right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So, you can say you're a professional, but certain things, if you're going to say, okay, my promoter, blase, blase, shouldn't say this, then you as a fighter should understand that maybe certain things I shouldn't say, blase, blase, dealing with my promoter and the company that he is in partnership with.
Fight with you and he was close, but not for the April the 13th, but for a future date that could be in the summer or whenever.
I don't know what he's talking about. Him and Miller's agreed, they made Miller an offer. It's basically done, it's done, it's done. We knew this from months ago. That was the plan.
Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but the last offer was no good to you. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so he knew it from months ago. That wasn't the plan, yet you made the offer anyway. You made an offer to fight Joshua anyway, but months ago, he just said, you knew the plan. Dillian Whyte, and I like Dillian, but he stuck his foot in his mouth multiple times in this interview. Multiple times. Let's proceed.
Last one.
Because I said to them, I'll give you the same terms you're giving me in the last offer. If I beat you, I'll give you the same terms in the rematch. And he said no. He wants the lion's share of the rematch. So what's the point?
When do you believe that you will be in a better position to negotiate?
The point is, you're fighting for 3 world heavyweight belts. That's what you're in this for. To be world champion. Not to become, not to try to triple your worth overnight. Because once you become a unified world champion, that the finances will fix itself. if you're able to successfully defend your belts. Hopefully. So that's the point, Dillian Whyte. Like Joshua said back at the interview, we was here. You grab the belts, then you have the keys to the universe, and you can dictate the terms. I understand that. Now, along with Dillian Whyte on his side, I do believe sometimes when you offer anybody, and then not just boxing, this is anything, everyday life, when you offer fighters, when you lowball fighters, and I can understand you're using an old school negotiation tactic. If you start low, they start high. Okay, I get it. But sometimes don't start too low. Start respectable low. If that is, start at a respectable level low. You know what I'm saying? And then work up a little bit. I know you're trying to keep as much as you can for yourself, but I can see any fighter getting perturbed when you're setting the tone in negotiations already in a bad, you're setting a bad tone in negotiations if you start too low with a fighter. Any fighter. Especially somebody who's started to prove themselves and step up in the ranks quite high, is Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? Respect the fighter. Don't offer stupid, ridiculous terms. Now, I did look up, the Joshua Povetkin fight. Joshua made 20 million pounds, I guess, something like that. And Povetkin made 6 million pounds. And that fight was made. I think these guys need to honestly take their head out of their ass and look and see what's happening. Look, you win the belts, you can start then dictating after 1 or 2 successful defenses, period.
This fight again, what will you have to do to
be in a better position? Yeah,
but
right now, in this whole interview, it seems like Dillian Whyte is looking around for Eddie Hearn to see what Eddie Hearn is going. Right now, he's standing by the wall. He's like this with a dude. The dude's talking to him. He like this around the corner, see, because Eddie Hearn is in the building. So he looking around to see if Eddie Hearn gonna pop up in the motherfucking around there and to hear the interview and start to, of course, put in his side of the story, his perspective. And it seemed like Dillian Whyte is trying to dodge that shit. This shit was hilarious fuck. If you watch this shit again, watch Dillian Whyte's body language, how he's always looking around and see where Eddie Hearn, he looked around his corner to see like where Eddie Hearn might pop up. Or he's just paranoid like that. I don't know, but what the fuck? Somebody tell us, get this motherfucker a couple of bodyguards.
Listen, on a mandatory split.
Yeah, but it is not. On a mandatory split, there's no rematch.
Right, okay.
That's the catch. There's no rematch. So on a mandatory split.
Now I see he contradicted himself. He said, where will you be at? Where you think where you be at to have better terms for negotiation? First he was about this, he spit out mandatory, but then now he said, but hold up. The kicker is the mandatory has no rematch. So he was about to say, yes, when I get mandatory, I have a better bargaining chips on my side. But then said, no, it's no rematch in the mandatory. So what do you want, Dillian Whyte? And I'm going to get to exactly.
I beat him, there's no rematch. If he wants to fight again, he needs to come to me. Then I will dictate the terms and the splits. But right now, as a voluntary, he's trying to dictate the first purse, and he's trying to dictate the lion's share of the rematch. And I'm saying to him, no, that's not how it works. If I beat you, I should be able to give you the same split you're giving me now in the rematch. And he said, no.
So
Is it looking likely that you will fight April 20th is the date that's been put out?
Yay!
You happy with April the 20th? Is that enough time?
Yep. I started training. I think it's 12 or 13 weeks from now. So yeah, it's enough time for me to get myself into shape and crack on.
The opponents that have been named as potential opponents are...
How do you know this? Who told you this?
Eddie Hearn.
See, Eddie likes talking too much too quick. That's why these fights don't get made, because you have to agree these fights before you start talking.
Putting out potential names, but we can guess these names anyway.
These guys put their prices up there, and then these fights will
But Dylan, we can probably guess the names anyway.
Yeah, but you guessing them and Eddie and saying them is two different things.
Alright, he's putting names out there. Kvetkin, Brazil, Ortiz. Correct? One of them?
Whoever won it can have it.
Who do you want out of those three then?
I don't care, man. I'll fight anyone.
Would the fight with Brazil be a final eliminator for...
That's the plan. We're trying to get the WBC to agree a few things. If they agree, then that's the fight.
Where are you in the WBO? Like, what's the situation? Right, so are they calling...
Number one, baby! Number one! No, you're number two.
What's the situation regarding that? Because...
I don't know what's going on. You have to say it. Eddie Hearn is the $1 billion baby, so let's see what he says, man. Let's just speak to him. I don't know. He's my promoter. He just needs to deliver for me, innit? You know, obviously I understand he's in a bad situation because he's at me, he's got Joshua, and Joshua's dictating to him, and I'm dictating to him. He works for both of us, so I understand Eddie Hearn is in a bad position. I understand, you know, he needs to deliver, but he needs to fucking deliver, innit? Simple as that. He needs to just deliver. Get rid of the short trousers and deliver. You know he's going to do short trousers on his feet. Where is that?
Okay. I'm going to finish this up here. This is my personal opinion. Dillian Whyte is not in a complete rush to fight Anthony Joshua again, because in the first fight, my apologies, he got knocked the spark out. He seriously got knocked the spark out. Okay? That type of knockout lingers, in my opinion. I'm sure many would agree, in a subconscious or sub-awareness of a boxer's mind. Okay? And he's playing the media. He's doing this and doing that, staying relevant. But I don't think he's 100%. Not saying he's afraid of Joshua or anything, but because the Joshua knockout was a few years ago, 4 years ago, but he was knocked out bad. I mean, knocked out bad. And I think he's playing the cards, putting it out there, because he have noticed, just like Tyson and Wilder or Shiante, that, you know, if you keep mentioning Joshua's name, it brings more attention to you. And I think he's playing that card. I'm not going to say he's scared of Joshua, but I think that knockout, I'm going to leave it at that. He may not have 100% fully recovered from it mentally. That's my opinion. And he may be playing the field. I mean, he was playing the field. You trying to say he wasn't, but he was. Who knows? But I think Joshua is in his head right now. It's just off the last knockout. Real talk. And that's what I have to say about this interview. I like Dillian Whyte. I love his personality, the whole bib. But he should have took the fight. If he was offered it, he should have took it. Real talk. Because he's not going to get paid more for any other fight out there. If you have the ability to attain all the belts, you should take the opportunity to attain all the belts. You should take that opportunity anytime it's offered, if you truly believe in yourself. And that's how I feel about the situation. And I don't think he 100% believes in himself in a rematch with Joshua. This is Myron Magnus. Listen to a segment of Pure Pugilism, Boxing Logic. One love.